Today, I'm going to share multiple Midjourney prompts with you that you can use to generate amazing Halloween graphics. And at the end of the video, I will give you some bonus tips as well that will help make your design process easier. So the first prompt I've got for you is very straightforward. It goes set of Halloween objects on a white background. You can obviously be more specific with what sorts of Halloween objects you would want in this set, but the good thing about this prompt is it generates a ton of different graphics at once, which you can then easily cut out from the background and use in your designs as decorative elements, as the main element, the main graphic, however you like. And some of the graphics that get generated in these sets won't be perfect, but oftentimes you will find 4, 5, 6 different ones that look very similar in the style, which is obviously what we want, and that you could easily use in various different applications like t-shirts, stickers, or what have you. And I think another way you could use this prompt is to generate bundles for digital downloads. So if you get enough graphics out of these, you get rid of the ones that don't look as good, then you could easily bundle up 20, 30, 40 Halloween graphics and upload them to Etsy or Creative Market, for example. Prompt number 2 is another really simple one, but simple often works well with Midjourney, and it goes cartoon Halloween themed corgi or unicorn, whatever your topic is, on a white background. And this has been getting me some amazing results for many different niches and topics, so definitely try this one out. You will always get some sort of orange color scheme. Oftentimes there's pumpkins within these graphics, and the results are often quite easy for things like background removal afterwards. So these can be used in conjunction with phrases on t-shirt designs very well, and you could use them standalone for things like stickers too, if you wanted to. So use this prompt. It will be linked in the description, or all of the prompts will be in the description down below, by the way, for easy access, so you can copy them and just swap out the main subject to get different results for whichever niches you're entering. If you've been around in the print-on-demand space for a little while, then you might be aware of those lazy Halloween costumes that often do really well leading up to the holiday, and that is the simple graphics of just different items of food for the most part. This is a really good style to try out, in my opinion. You could, once again, use it for so many different subjects, lots of different food items out there, and I've crafted a prompt to suit this style that you often see on the t-shirts. It's a bit of a longer one. It starts off with an image of a lemon slice, white background in the style of bold stencil. I've added -- no splatter at the end of this prompt because I used to get a lot of sort of paint splashes coming out from the fruit, which didn't look too good, because we want these graphics to be quite simplistic. So have fun with this prompt. I'll definitely use it to create some funny Halloween costumes for lazy people, and I hope you can do so as well. During my research, I noticed a couple of designs that said Happy Hallow Beer in it. So I wanted to create a prompt that is beer themed and that is fairly simple in the graphics it generates, but not extremely in your face Halloween with lots of pumpkins and that sort of stuff. So I've come up with a prompt right here, and it starts off with Bigfoot holding a beer glass in front of an orange sunset and forest. And then there's a bit more at the end, which once again you can swap out Bigfoot with various other subjects as well that are holding the beer. You don't necessarily even need to have the beer in there if you don't want to. I just thought I'd give you something for that phrase specifically. But nevertheless, try this one out, and I think you can get some great results. Once again, this one is properly crafted so the background is easy to remove. I purposely put circle t-shirt design into there as well, which always makes things a lot easier. Prompt number 5 is the longest one in my list today, but it has a super interesting style to it that I found, which is called Vintage Halloween Paper Decorations. So this style is definitely a bit more intricate. You're going to get more detail within your graphics and your results, but the style of that vintage paper decoration is super cool, and I think super suitable as well for the topic of Halloween. So check this prompt out. I got some great results for various different topics, and I think you could benefit from this as well. Let me know what you think of this specific style in the comments, because I'm curious. Glad that I stumbled upon it. I hope you have fun with this prompt. So the first bonus tip I wanted to give you is a super cool function in Midjourney that I used to actually find a lot of the prompts for this video, and that I constantly use to get more inspiration and new styles. So all you have to do inside of Discord right here is type in /describe, and then you can upload any image, any screenshot that you've got of a reference design, and Midjourney will describe that design in form of a prompt. So it's not copying the initial design, it is just describing it in words, and then you can use those words as a prompt, which is a super cool feature. I found so many different cool styles this way, generated amazing graphics for Halloween specifically. So once this is finished, you can see all of the different prompts right here that it suggests. You can individually generate these prompts if you want, or just click Imagine All, and it will quickly paste all of those 4 prompts and into the bottom right here and start generating them. By the way, in case you're wondering what this bar right here is, this section, I actually made a separate video about it. It's a really cool plugin for Midjourney that can save you a ton of time, so make sure to check out that video in case you missed it. It will be linked in the cards right now. And there we go. As you can see, we've got a variety of results right here, all fairly similar, but I mean, all of them look a lot cooler than the original image. And yeah, I mean, I could see myself using some of these pumpkins for sure in Halloween designs. That's obviously just one example, but if you've got a design or an idea for a design and you're not sure how to prompt it, just try out the describe feature in Midjourney. Here's a few additional Halloween graphics that I managed to generate with this describe feature, and if you want to see the prompts for these ones, I will also leave those in the description. Another bonus tip for you is a good resource for finding free Halloween fonts, because I know many of you won't just use the graphics alone, you will want to add some phrases to these graphics. And defont.com, which I will link in the description, has got a ton of free fonts, many of which I've also used in the past and gotten sales with. So quick tip on Defont, you can first of all go to the horror section over here. That definitely holds a lot of useful fonts for the Halloween niche. One thing that's important though, you have to click on more options right here and then check the 100% free box, because we don't want the paid for fonts in this. Not all of these are 100% free for commercial use. So once you've checked this, you can also change this right here from 25 fonts to 100 and the size from medium to large. That just makes it a bit easier looking through this, and then hit submit. And now, as you can see, scrolling down, that font looks interesting. This one looks quite cool. Schlop, this is one I've used a lot in the past. Definitely a good one. This one looks quite cool as well, although a bit harder to read. So that is one thing you have to watch out for here. A lot of these horror fonts are not going to be the easiest to read. This zombie one is pretty good because it's bold, large letters, has a bit of a childish feel to it. So maybe for kids themed designs. But yeah, so that is the horror category. There's various more fonts that you could look through though. One other category to check out, of course, is Halloween over here. And scrolling down, you're going to see some very decorative fonts. Not all of these are necessarily great for t-shirt design. Like I wouldn't use this font right here with the cobwebs, but a few other ones are definitely usable. You also get these ones right here with sort of little graphics instead of letters from the alphabet, which is also a quick way to help create designs. So check out defont.com, super useful. Always look out for the 100% free symbol, but if you've got the filter enabled, then it should always be the case that you can use these commercially without having to pay. This next tip is a massive time saver when it comes to upscaling or vectorizing your images, and that is signing up to My Designs. I will leave a link in the description and I will walk you through how to vectorize your items or your designs in bulk right now. So all you have to do is log into your account, head over to the listings tab, click on home up here and create a new folder. You can call this whatever you want. So let's call it Halloween, for example. Click add new folder, select the folder from the menu and hit open folder down here. Then you will need to upload all of your designs with this section right here. So drag and drop all of the design graphics that you generated and downloaded from Midjourney into this field right here. Once you're done collecting your files, click on upload all. Now all that's left is clicking this right here to select all of your designs, then head into the actions button and clicking on vectorize image. And then once you hit vectorize, it's going to run through your entire folder and turn all of these low resolution Midjourney images into high quality vector files for you. Once that process is done, you can download your files by heading back to the actions tab, clicking on download as zip. Make sure to select the file slot which you saved the vector files into. In most cases, that would be the second one on from your main file or your default slot. And then click download zip right here. And it's going to collect all of these images in your folder and save them to your device. Knowing how to create designs is one thing, but you also need to know what sorts of niches to enter. And that's why I created this video right here, sharing 8 popular Halloween niches with you to give you design inspiration and help you get more sales.